when we started Dorish. Remember the first morning? First morning, showed everybody a video of another yeshiva that had started a couple years before, and I said, see, we could be like this. And we had 5 guys. No, it's 5 guys? And I said, yeah, we can have a whole bunch of guys. We'll see one day, and it'll be because of you 5 guys that started, and everybody, the 5 guys were literally like, "You're right." Remember that? Yeah. Okay. All right, please. Nothing's happening because of us. However, you look back at every place, every yeshiva, and as it's grown, who does everybody have who to really thank? The guys who were the first guys. Because if you don't have a first group of guys, you cannot have a second group of guys, and then a third group of guys. Now one day, guys will look back at you guys and thank you for being here to make the next group of guys come. So really, the whole yeshiva is built, as they say, on the shoulders of the first people. Ever see a family? Someone sent me a video a couple weeks ago of a family. It was the grandparents. I don't know what the wedding anniversary it was, but it was like a lot of years. And grandfather or great-grandfather was sitting in a wheelchair, and all the children and grandchildren, great-grandchildren were singing to them a song. And it was like really very nice. With harmonies and this and that. It was unbelievable. But you know what was the most amazing thing? To see how many people came from those two. You know, when 2 people get married, chassan and kala, and they say, we're going to build a bayis Yisrael, right? You don't hear those words. Now, what does that mean? They think they're going to build a bayis Yisrael. So they think about all the generations that are going to come from them. Probably not. The 2 young people getting married, they're not really thinking about all the next steps and the grandchildren. They don't think about that. They're young. They're thinking about going on their honeymoon or who knows what. But they're certainly not thinking about all the people that are going to come from them, all the tens of thousands of dirty diapers and hospital, doctor, well checkups and all this stuff. No, I don't think about that. So Rabbi Isai, you guys, same story. You're here, you don't realize to yourself what's going to come from you. You think to yourself like, right now I'm going to fight with Shmeri. Right now I don't get along with this guy. Right now I'm angry with my parents. That's all you're thinking about. A little snapshot. You guys don't think and see down the line what's to come. All the amazing things that are going to come from you. I don't see it, but I can imagine it. When I look at you guys, I say to myself, gosh, so much potential. So many amazing things that could come from you. Now you say, I can't do this, I can't do that. And I say to myself, nope, this guy does not see the potential, the long term that's going to come from him. Now, how does that happen? How does that long term come from you? How does it happen?
Plan ahead.
Planning, of course, that's a good one. Consistency, it's a big one. Respect, responsibility,
Resilience.
All these words, does anybody know what resilience means, by the way? You know what it means? It sounds like a fancy word. Huh?
If you get back up, if you fall down.
Bouncing back is resilience. That means, by the way, accepting it happened, but I've got to go forward. How can I go forward? I'm going to apologize. I'm going to try to fix it up and move on. I'm not going to be like, put my head down and just quit. There are people who do that. Guy tells me a story. My sister told me a story that a woman was supposed to take her kids to the carpool. All the kids, they all go out to the minivan. They're all fighting with each other. And one little smart aleck, he goes into the front seat and he takes a pen and he shoves it into the ignition. And like, I'm gonna drive it. So sticks like the pen in, like it's a key. And he turns the pen and it snaps off inside the ignition. Ouch. So the mother comes out and he goes, whoa, ouch. He jumps in the back seat and he pretends like everything's great. Yeah, he's perfect, right? So, and all the kids are going, oh man, you're in so much trouble. And shut up. And they're just sitting, goes, I'm telling you, say a word, I'll kill you, right? And they're just sitting there fine. Mother comes out to the car, she takes out her keys, and she like just, oh, okay, everyone's sitting, okay, great, you have your seatbelt on? Pushes her key in, which then pushes the piece of plastic deep in to that ignition. And that's it, baby. It is not coming out now. So the mother's going, pushing it deeper and deeper. Like, why is this not going in? And the kids go, because Yankee, he like twisted the pen in and the mother like has a freak attack. And oh no, I can't get the car started up. So sure, she calls Chaverim and Yedidim and who knows? She calls all anybody she can. You know, Yedidim will come sing a song. Everybody will do something, right? And bottom line is, it does not work. It doesn't happen. Well, in the end, she ends up calling the locksmith. The guy comes down. The guy says, "Oh my gosh, what in the world's in there?" And she goes, "Well," and there was a little child that was there. She was a little child. He was 14 years old. Yeah, a little child, and he was putting a pen. He goes, "Pen? Why would he stick a pen in there?" I don't know. And then she tells her the story. He goes, "You didn't call Chaverim, did you?" She goes, "Why?" So he goes, "Because Chaverim, every single time, they mess it up, they get it even more stuck inside there every time. Oh, never call Chaverim. They don't know what they're doing." She's going, "Me call Chaverim? Never. Didn't call anybody. You're the first person I'm calling." Right? So the guy goes, "Oh, gosh, man." He goes, "No, somebody really messed this up. They even tried to melt the ignition." She's going, "That's what they did." Right? They tried to melt it. He goes, "So it's melted inside the ignition." He goes, "Oh, you didn't call Chaverim because that's what they do. They take some kind of a, it says like they melt it in. It's even much worse." He goes, "Oh, this is going to take me hours." Bottom line is, kids are running around the house, nothing's going on. Well, finally, they get it going. Her husband's there. Her husband's trying to calm everybody down. And he's got to go to work. And this is going to be a messed up day. He calls to work. I'm going to be late. There's problems. The kids, all shoot. Anyway, bottom line is, finally, good. They get it out. And the guy leaves. Goes, it costs her a couple $100. Anyway, the next day, kid goes back. Does it again. Now again, the mother comes to the car and then she goes, "Huh, well thank God we're all ready to go today." Shoves it in again. This time she goes, "Oh no, why is it not going in? Did you put another pen in there?" Having a whole fit attack. The kids go, "Well, you shouldn't have let us in, before you got into the car. Make sure you should lock the doors, not let us in." I was going, "Oh, I can't believe this." So she goes, "Gosh, I just spent $200 yesterday on the locksmith. Oh, I hate doing this, but let's call Chaverim. So she calls Chaverim, and Chaverim says, what in the world is wrong with your kids? You got like the weirdest kids. They keep doing the same thing. Like, what's wrong with you, lady? Meantime, her husband comes back from davening, and he comes in, and he sees them all jumping around the car, and she's like, yeah. And he goes, oh no. And she goes, don't worry, Chaverim's on the way. No, not Chaverim. No, why did you call them there? Meantime, he goes inside. It was cold, it was winter, it was rainy, whatever it is. It's really miserable. He goes inside the house with his hat, his jacket, his this, his that. Gets inside the bed, wearing everything. And he puts the blanket over his head. She comes into the bedroom. She goes, what are you doing? Get out of bed. He goes, no, I'm not getting out. I refuse to get out. You're all crazy. I can't deal with you people. She goes, you're getting out now. I will flip over the bed. He goes, I don't care. I'm not getting out. And he she pulls back the sheets, and she sees he's with his shoes on, his jacket on, his hat on, his tie on. And she goes like, what in the world? He goes, I can't deal with this. He goes, I quit. And he laid in bed with everything on. Now she called me up to say like, how do you deal with this? How do you deal with such a guy? So, bottom line is, what do we call it? What was that word again? That fancy word?
Resilience.
Yeah. That's a big piece. Resilience means, okay, this was a big mess,
And you move on.
and let's figure out how we can deal with it and move forward. The other people kind of melt. They just fall apart. They just lay down in their bed. They lay down on the ground. They just lay on the ground. I'm not dealing with this, and they lay on the ground. Or they kick, they scream, and that's it. They just shut down. They put their head down. They're gone. They're done. They don't get out of bed in the morning. Gentlemen, I look at you guys and I see tremendous potential, tremendous future. However, all these things that we're going to be talking about are key. You have got to really make these part of your life, part of you. Because if not, basically put your head down and you quit. And all that stuff that's going to happen in the future, basically throwing away. You don't see, literally, that family I saw must have been close to 100 people, maybe more, probably more than 100 people, singing all together to the grandparents. Rabbi Sai, it could be you with amazing results and accomplishments and generations, but it begins by you really saying to yourself, I am going to make something of myself. I'm not going to be, I can't do it, I don't want to. All these things, we talk about goals, we talk about accomplishments, we talk about resilience, we talk about trust, we talk about responsibility, we talk about all these things. These have to become you. Now, you're not going to do it all at once, but at least step by step. And you look for opportunities to grow. So I tell you this because in 2 days is Rosh Hashanah. You guys have a chance for a whole, fresh, amazing year. You'll daven. Now, some guys are, yeah, I'm done. But other guys, you have a chance to daven and say, listen, I want to have a good year. Shem, please. Can't do this without you. I need help at every step of the way. I need chizuk. I need the right people in my life. I need to take some responsibility. Help me take responsibility. Okay, let's say positive. Let's have a great day.